Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's happened. It's happened. Florida is giving Disney the finger.
Yep.
So yesterday, turns out that they voted to end Reedy Creek. And we talked about this before. This is going to be disastrous for Disney, and this is absolutely payback for Disney pushing back against the quote unquote, don't say gay bill.
Yeah.
And threatening the Florida government. Didn't really go very well for them, did it?
No, but I just feel bad for the people that are taxpayers and other people that are going to be caught in the middle of this pissing match.
Yes.
You know, when there's the pissing match, people that are underneath get all the drips. And, you know, am I wrong?
You're all, open up and get...
trickle-down economics.
That's how trickle-down economics
Yes.
works. Yeah, it's Mickey's drips. Open up, guys, and catch Mickey's drips. Anyway, we're going to talk about this. This is still at least a year off until we start to see the ramifications of it.
They'll fight it, I'm sure.
They'll absolutely fight it. I'm sure they will. But I don't know how successful they're going to be. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 264,000 subs. Thank you for the support. We do talk a lot about Disney, having worked in and around the company for a number of years, and Geeky runs piratesandprincesses.net, which is an objective Disney fan blog, theme park blog. Try to be. It's getting very hard to be objective with Disney these days. So just a real quick recap of what happened. Disney was going to stay out of politics. They weren't going to weigh in on the parental rights and education bill,
Which would have been the smart thing to do.
That would have been the smart thing to do. But then they got lots of pushback from their Hollywood friends and
Lots is up for debate.
A couple of dozen people.
I'm sure it was more than that, but no. I'm like, it's a very small percentage.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were just going by what they were hearing in the media too.
So they got pushed back, and Bob Chapek caved, and then he did an about face of 180 and was like, not only are they against the bill, but Disney was going to do everything in its power to fight the bill.
And fight legislation.
And give money to activists to fight this legislation. And then he went on an apology tour. He did that live stream with
that
Disney
Reimagine Tomorrow. And basically was like, I'm giving the microphone to Reimagine Tomorrow, and basically said, here they are, and they're going to run with it.
Yep. And so Ron DeSantis was like, no way in hell. Disney is going to tell us what to do and tell us how to teach our kids. So we're going to take Reedy Creek away. Now, Reedy Creek, the easiest way to think of it is it's Disney's Vatican. Basically, Walt Disney World is essentially its own city, its own government. And the reason that was enacted was to make it attractive for Disney to come to Florida and set up shop as quickly as possible without being mired down by those pesky laws, and they've taken advantage of the situation for decades.
Yep.
Really taking advantage of the situation, and they get special perks that other theme park companies do not get. And DeSantis is like, fine, we're just going to take this away from you.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they're one of the biggest employers in Florida. For now, I mean, Universal's coming up on them with another park. But so they kind of leverage that to get their own way. And we've seen them do things before, like even for tax assessment. They fought tax assessment because they thought it was too high on their properties, because the tax assessors were using things including like the brand value to assess, and they argued that you shouldn't be allowed to use the brand value to assess, even though they use the brand to overcharge for rooms, things like that. So they're fine bullying when they're the ones bullying, like when Iger told everybody they better confirm Biden or they weren't going to get money anymore, that kind of stuff. Disney will definitely bully when it benefits them. So I do think this is DeSantis bullying Disney, but to be fair, I see Disney bully all the time too. So it's like, I mean, personally, I think they're both going too far personally, but I don't live there, so I don't really have a say in this.
It's going to get ugly, and I think that this is Florida's way of saying, hey, we don't really want your Hollywood politics.
They overstep for sure.
Yeah, we don't want your Hollywood politics in Central Florida. Disney did choose to kick the hornet's nest. They have another story here, and they did. I mean, basically, if Disney had just been like, hey, we don't agree with it, whatever, and left it at that.
Yeah, that's all you have to say.
I think it would have even been fine. Like, we, as a company, don't agree with it. But they're like, we're going to do everything in our power to overturn it, fight it.
Right.
whatever.
They could have just said, yeah, we don't agree with that. And then people are like, well, they should have gone and he should have told DeSantis. Like it was never going to listen. Let's be honest here. Was DeSantis going to listen to Disney if Disney told them?
Yeah.
No.
And just a reminder, I mean, from DeSantis's point of view, he did allow Walt Disney World to stay open. And if Disney World had not been open during the pandemic, the company would have been completely fucked.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there. So anyway, here we go. This is coming from Click Orlando. The Florida Senate voted Wednesday to eliminate Disney World's Reedy Creek Improvement District, backing Governor Ron DeSantis' efforts to punish the theme park and entertainment giant. That's exactly what this is. The thing is, I think he's going to be very successful in doing it. This comes out.
I don't know. We'll see.
I think it depends. It depends on if money exchanges hands and favors are called. Well, we'll see what happens. This comes after DeSantis announced Tuesday that the current special legislative session would take up a plan to eradicate 6 special districts enacted before 68.
Yeah, there's 6 of them out of a bunch more. So as I said, 6. It's not just Disney. There's 5 other ones being impacted, but there's like over 1,000 that they could have been.
Yeah, mostly Disney. The mayor said he believes the bill is motivated by the politics of the day.
Well, probably
No shit.
Yeah.
And fears if it passes, taxpayers in his jurisdiction will feel its effects since Disney's municipal services have been historically self-contained.
That's where I'm at. I think what's going to happen is the taxpayers in the area are going to get slapped. And a lot of them had nothing in this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the unfortunate part of this is, because, again, it's like, Disney requires a lot of fire trucks and a lot of security and a lot of, it basically is its own city. And they've been kind of regulating themselves. And now it's going to fall to Orange and Osceola County to take care of Disney World's problems, which means the taxes are going to get
they have
hiked.
a $2 billion debt. And they're like, who's going to pay for this?
Just move it to Portland. Just move it to Seattle.
They were trying to say New York City or New York, apparently.
Oh, New York. Move Walt Disney World to New York. Okay, let's just do that.
Even though, remember how bad weather gets in New York and you can't be open all the time. And I mean, it'd be closer for me.
Yeah, it would be. Members of Reedy Creek the fire department are required to always be on alert in case of an emergency anywhere on Disney property. With the push to dissolve the Reedy Creek Improvement District, their union said many have been worried about what the changes might mean for them.
They've already been having enough trouble with Disney to begin with. I mean, now they got this challenge.
Yeah. They're as professional as they get.
Yeah, they're great.
They're not Disney employees. They're Reedy Creek employees. They're members of the Florida retirement system in their retirements. We sit here today. There's more unknown than known, obviously, because this issue popped up a few days ago. Some of our fears have been calmed by knowing there will be a process. Yeah, it's June 2023 is when they're going to start phasing out Reedy Creek.
Right, apparently. That's when the final decision's made. I mean, there's lots of things that can happen between now and then.
Right. We'll be a part of that. We'll be able to verbalize and stand before the Florida legislature to voice our concerns. So that's got to be clear, too. This isn't... I think DeSantis has to sign it, but even then, I don't think it's a done deal. I think there's still time to... I think this is his way of sending a message, like Disney does not get to push us around in our own state. You want to push California around, you could stay up there.
They can't push California around either.
Newsom stabbed him in the back.
They had deals with Newsom, yeah.
This bill is frightening. It's extremely frightening because we all know that this bill is political retribution.
Yeah, honestly, it is.
It is. You speak out if you have an opinion about what's happening here in the Florida legislature.
But
you will be punished.
Corporations shouldn't get to dictate legislation. That's the issue. Disney went too far by saying that they were going to influence legislation with money.
Yep.
I mean, we all know they do it anyway, but they flat out just admitted that they were going to do it. They do it all the time, among other corporations.
So there's another rumor going around that Bob Iger could come back to the company.
Well, that's been going on for a while.
And, I think one way or another, I think Chapek is going to be the fall guy for all this.
Right, and I'm going to say again, I don't like Chapek. I think Chapek is, Chapek for a reason. And I think he made a lot of bad decisions and stuff, before he was CEO even. But a lot of this backlash, a lot of this stuff is Iger's fault, flat out. Iger's fault because Iger's the one that set it into play, the one that, was, they were going about, not being paid enough. He was on the Disney CEO when they sent lawyers out to fight people getting paid in California. Yeah. For all them, Iger's one of us. He was trying to use Disney as a tool politically, put them in a position now where it's expected of them to be political. Mm. He's the one who said, confirm Biden or you're not getting your money. He's the one that was giving money to the people that made the bill.
Yeah, people forget that. Like, Bob Chapek was not the one who decided to give the sponsor of this bill money. It was Bob Iger 5 or 6 years ago who has been giving money to the Republicans the whole time.
Chapek just wanted to bring it, take politics out of it and try to be for everyone. He doesn't matter what you identify as or who you are. I just want the parks to be open and welcoming for all. We wanted Disney to be more inclusive, but, for everyone. And you can't do that because they already let that genie out of the bottle.
I think Geeky should be made the CEO of Disney.
I don't know. I would go off on people. I would yell. I'd probably punch a bitch or two. And by bitch, I'm not assuming pronouns. I'm bitches for everyone.
Everybody can be a bitch.
That's right.
Everybody can be a bitch in the Magic Kingdom.
It would be not good because I would just be like, hell no, and then I'd be in trouble all the time.
You would be.
I don't have the whole politician type thing about me to do it.
Well, this is, I do agree there's some posturing going on here. This is coming from Florida politics.
100%.
They're calling Reedy Creek the Gettysburg of America's culture war. And it's time for Disney to call Ron's bluff. There's some serious...
Okay, so what's calling his bluff? What does Disney do to... Oh, it's Florida politics? No, that's what. But what does Disney do to call his bluff? Like, what's that even mean?
Disney's lobbyists in Florida and Washington assure them they could donate their way out of the crisis. The PR people are telling them that the brand is strong and DeSantis will stop soon.
Wait. Let's look at this paragraph.
They're convinced they can wait him out.
This paragraph alone is everything is wrong. Disney's lobbyists in Florida are assured, and Washington are assured they can donate their way out of this crisis. Right there. That's everything right there. Disney's assured that they can give a lot of money to buy their way out.
Yeah, exactly. Always punch the bully back twice as hard.
Well, when we do that, they ban you from Twitter.
It depends on who is the bully, and that all depends on...
Define bully.
Disney should turn their money, media, and creative muscle against him, moving the argument off of don't say gay and onto making DeSantis and his enablers feel pain.
What pain?
They're the state's largest employer and generate billions in tax revenue.
What's they're calling their bluff move out of Florida?
How do you call their bluff? One idea is to go in hard against DeSantis in the Florida governor's race, but I'd argue against it.
I don't think he even cares. At that point, he's on to move him for presidency anyway.
As a general in this war, he's hard to kill politically, so why not take some of his enablers off the battlefield? Basically, Disney, throw your money around. You can do whatever you want, Disney.
That's right. Disney, do that. Make sure you throw all your money around to appeal to the vocal minority screaming about it on places like Florida politics.
Go along to get along is political poison when you're dealing with authoritarians.
I love it.
Like Disney.
What Disney gets me is the people that are yelling about this are the ones who act authoritarianist. They're the ones that are bullying people all the damn time. But it's okay when they do it.
So basically what this author, and he's a guest author, Rick Wilson here, is afraid of is DeSantis running for president and winning. And the thing is that a lot of this, I think, is posturing to be like, look at me, I'm strong, I can get stuff done.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm not in Florida. So, I mean, to be fair, we have nothing in this. I mean, other than we're covering it because we cover parks, okay?
Yeah.
But as far as, do I think DeSantis goes too far? Yes, I honestly think that DeSantis does take things too far. But I also understand that Disney overstepped massively when they announced basically they were going to buy legislation.
Yeah, that's so Disney. That's so Disney.
Right. So I'm like, I mean,
who's the bully?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
and I just get tired of it. Like, I've been on an article, I said, Disney bullies an awful lot when they want something. We've seen it many times. And they threatened to take all their filming out of Georgia when they didn't do what they wanted. And I was like, those who wear glass slippers.
Right.
I actually put that in my article. I was proud of that one. It's so lame, but I'm proud.
So I don't think this is over. I do think
hell no.
This is, we're talking over a year until this would actually come to pass. I
just worry. My thing is, I'm just really concerned for the Reedy Creek people that are working there, that they're kind of caught in the middle here, and all the taxpayers that might have to shoulder the burden.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
The backlash for this, just to teach Disney a lesson, because there's going to be a lot of collateral damage.
I think there's going to be a lot of damage all the way around because I think that prices are going to go up.
Yeah, and there are people at work Disney already are like, having trouble.
Yeah. So I don't know, guys. There it is, though. Florida giving Disney the finger.
It's going to be interesting to watch anyway.
Yeah, get some popcorn. If you can get a Figment popcorn bucket, you can.
Oh my God, I do have one of those.
Put some popcorn in his head.
I mean, like I said again, I'm not going to be having as much insight on this or as much to say about it as like other people. Like, I know like Drunk 3PO lives down there, and I know Lorena Creole lives down there and stuff. They're the ones that live in Florida. It actually impacts them directly. All we can talk about it is from somebody who covers theme park blogs from the outside.
Yeah, so it is going to be very interesting. It's not going to go down the memory hole. I kept thinking, well, maybe they'll have a little spat and it'll just kind of disappear. No, I think this is going to be. I do agree with that commenter. I think it's going to turn into a kind of a rallying cry, and we're already seeing on both sides of the aisle.
But the Gettysburg of culture.
Oh yeah, I do. I think this is a tipping point. I think regardless of where you stand on things, I think this is a tipping point. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Stocks aren't too good, I'll tell you that. So anyway, we're gonna wrap this up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Thank you. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run. Oh, you got splatted.
Oh,
she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
Better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him! Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should like really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap this effer up.
Yes.